welcome back to Let's Learn with Manu. Today I'm just going to start a new video which is generations of the computers. Really few people could actually think, few people have thoughts that how does the computer look in the future and how did the computer look in the past, in the past. Here I'm going to show you the generations of the computers. I'm going to show you the first, second, third, fourth, fifth generations of the computer. So further ado, let's get started. And so here is the table which I have prepared. Here we have generation, time period, main component, characteristics, and examples. So in the generations, the first generation, which is actually vacuum tubes, and the time period when it was invented was actually 1940 to 1958. So here the time period, as I have said before, it is 1940. The main component is vacuum tubes. So that is the first computer which they actually made. And the characteristics of this this computer is that it actually is a really huge computer. It takes about the whole room, so it occupies it consumes the whole room actually. So you might never saw that type of you mean computer, but that's actually really true, because it occupies the entire room, and it is really slow in speed. It gives really less, it gives in a really long time. So it actually processes what the input we actually gave to the computer. So, and if you wonder that how tubes work, here it is how the vacuum tubes work. So this is how it looks. This is how vacuum tubes look. And if you want how it actually was made, how it how can it work, you can actually give in the comment section down below so that I can prepare another video. So here we go again, and it is high power consumers, and it is expensive to build and operate too. So it is a really expensive, as I have told you before, it actually occupies a whole room, and it is even expensive. It is really expensive to build and even operate. So it is even difficult in operating the computer, and it is really expensive to build this computer, and it is reprogramming needed for each problem. So it is we have to actually it reprograms for each problem which we actually give it as an input. So the examples for the vacuum tube is ENAC, EDSAC, EDVAC, and INVAC 1. So if you want to know how these computers look, then please give in the comment section down below so that I will prepare another video for that. And the second generation uh, is actually transistors, and the time period of this is 1959 up to 1964. So let's check what are the characteristics of this computer. And this is the second generation, as I have told you. It is a little bit smaller, so doesn't occupy all the room. The size of it is actually a little smaller, and it is even faster and less costly than first generation computers. Actually, it is even less costly. As I have said you, it is the first generation computer is really expensive to build and operate, but here it is less cost than the first generation computers, and it contained all the components of modern days computers, like printer, storage capacity, operating system, and etc. And it even has a programming languages like Sobol and Fortran are used there are the two programming languages. So here in the in this fourth generation, I mean present, we use the Python, C++, and Java and C++. These are all the programming languages, and even C Cobalt, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the spelling of that is COPOL and FORTRAN, Fortran. So those are the programming languages were used for this transistors computers. And the examples for this transistors, I mean the example computers are IBM i104 and RCA 501. So if you want to even know these pictures, how they look, you can even again comment section down below so that I can actually prepare a presentation like this again and show you those pictures. And the third generation, when we come to the third generation, it is integrated circuits, which is also called as chips, and the time period of it is 1964 up to 1970. Here if you see that 1964 has the transistors were used up to till, and in 1964 only the integrated circuits are actually, I mean chips are introduced in that year only. So let's see what are the characteristics in this one. So it is reduced size. It actually the size of the computer is reduced. It is really small and less costly too. And if you also want to know these chips, integrated chips, the picture, you can even comment down section below so that I can make a presentation as told at beginning. And it is less costly as I told you. So if you see here in the first generation, it is really slow speed, huge size, and really costly. In the second generation, it is a little smaller, it is faster in speed, and even less costlier than the first generation computers. When you come to the third generation computers, then it is still more reduced size. It looks like a teeny, not like a ant, but it looks some out of like a chip or a rat type. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but I'll show you in the next video. But it is reduced size and even it is less costly, and it is even it is less costly. So it even increased the storage capacity, so it even has a lot of storage capacity. It increased, and different programs could be run at the same time. So in this chip integrated circuits computer systems, what I call you as the different programs, so the different any program, two programs can be run at the same time only. Now let's go to the fourth generation, which is now at present what is happening, and our time period is 1971. So the main component of this is microprocessors, and the characteristics of it is use better storage devices than that cost less, and it is it can be linked together or networked, and it is greater computing power and storage capacity. So it has a lot of storage capacity, and even it reduced size. So you can see our mobile phones, tabs and computers. These are all the examples of the fourth generation microprocessors. So even I have given here in the examples modern day PCs like laptops, phones, iPads. We have a lot more. And now coming to the fifth generation, which is the artificial intelligence, which is going to happen in the future. So you may even say artificial intelligence as AI, and a lot of people are working for this um, um, for this this program. They are actually lot are working really hard to actually improve this fourth generation as a fifth generation. So I'm really waiting when will this artificial intelligence comes. And if I say examples, it is really speed, and even it has a logical thinking just like a human. So you say I'll give you an example, but I'm not still sure that might be example, but I'm just saying what I just want to say to you all guys. You know Sophia, right? Sophia the robot. I think or in news and in YouTube, there is a robot called named Sophia. I'm not saying about the human Sophia, but it is the robot Sophia. So it just looks like a robot, but it has a human thinking. So, um, like a child, I'm giving you an example. So when you meet two people, like let us say that you are my friend and I am your friend. So we both are communicating together, and I don't know you guys. So what I will do is I'll ask, what is your name? And if my friend name is Tanvi and I don't know that her name is Tanvi, so what I will ask is, what is your name? Tanvi. So sorry, what is your name? I'm really sorry. And she will reply the answer as, my name is Tanvi. So this is the human intelligence. So we just speak together, be friends. We have that thinking. So um, in the future, even the robots can think like humans. So if a robot name is, take an example of me. So I am a robot called Manu, and there is another name, another robot called Janvi. Okay. So here, um, I, if okay, I'll take the example as Sophia. Okay. So Sophia is me, and I'll say hi to the another robot, and I'll ask her, what is your name? So even the another robot says that my name is Ganvi. So it has an human thinking, just like us. It thinks like a human, it solves the problems like a human, and it is even good in solving problems. So even better than the humans, if I say. And I don't know the examples, not known, because it is in the future. And I hope we all work together hard for actually seeing how does the artificial intelligence look. So I'm really excited to see what is there. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. And if you already subscribed to my channel, thanks really very much for supporting me. And thank you friends. Hope you enjoy this video, and bye bye.